Hello again. So here we are on chapter 8 of Call of Cthulhu, and we're back at the Riverside Institute. In a nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied within. Oh, I didn't realize that. Irresistibly attracted the detective. Oh, yes, it was irresistible. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Okay, so we're not ourselves anymore?
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
Captain Crazy over there?
Busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I
Crazy
can
is
do.
crazy. You see, I knew
Mr.
he
Blake,
was.
Can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
I'm a nurse.
What can you tell me about him?
I'm Colden.
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told, after inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
I have questions about why Captain Crazy is here. I knew there was something off about him.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Maybe we should put a blanket on him if he's so cold.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation.
He's turning into a
You
squid.
have to.
Oh my lord. He's turning into a squid.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion.
Squid?
That doesn't explain his condition.
He's turning into a squid, I'm telling you.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
From that dude, I reckon.
May I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Squid.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was this a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it.
Maybe we should be hiding it from...
files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
She might
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Maybe we should not have told her what we're doing. I'm not sure I trust her. She looks a bit zombie-like. Okay. So we're going to go to Fuller's office and we're going to find evidence that he's a dodgy one. Because I remember hearing our guy saying the nurses can't... Well, she said the nurses can't be trusted too, so... I'm kind of wishing I hadn't
Chronic
told her.
insomnia, like half the island.
Yeah, nobody can sleep in this town. I don't blame them. I wouldn't ever sleep if I lived here. So I don't think that's much of a mystery, really.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
It looks much cleaner than when I was here. It's still disgusting.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Okay. Have you noticed all the guys look the same? This looks like all of those guys who are lying on the bed and Sanders. Maybe the guys who are lying on the bed. Is that Sanders? Maybe it is. Everyone just seems to have very similar faces.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
File is strangely incomplete and the detail on treatment is not given. It's better standard practice. Mr. Edward, Eddie boy.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
What's the betting that Sanders? I bet it.
The key to the boiler room is missing. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Bradley! My favorite man.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're bad.
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
With everything that happened to you these last days, it's no wonder you're feeling stressed.
Maybe.
Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Little Bradley. I love Bradley. Okay, Bradley, is that all?
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah, I know I should go.
I will work until late.
Oh. All right.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
They all look like heroin addicts.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself, and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Kitchen. We can go in the kitchen.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
And it's disgusting. Why would anyone eat that? It's probably got squid in it, I reckon. Or Squid Man.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
We're going to create another distraction, I guess.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll
Ooh.
find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Asshole.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Okay, I need to distract her. So, wait a minute. Where did the water run to?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Let's follow the water. Here?
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Boiler room.
The boiler room key is not in its place.
Typical. She knew.
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
I'll tend to it. Don't worry.
Okay, we need to find Betty. Are you Betty?
Do you want something?
Betty, where are you?
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Okay.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
He gets saving when I do something like that. I feel like I'm making the nurses all against me. We're looking for Betty. Betty, where are you, Betty?
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Betty.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Dormitory office, Block B.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders. The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatment administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommended to take her down to psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. We went to her house, though, so how is she here?
Mrs. Sanders?
She's on sleeping pills, to be fair with you.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more. Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
I'm not sure I trust anyone in the nurse's hands here.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
He's here for hay fever, apparently. I think they just get any old person in here. I'm surprised the whole town's not here. Okay, we're looking for B. Block B, here we are. There we are. Key to the boiler
Key to
room.
the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Okay, let's find the boiler room. You know, one think it's weird that I'm just running around. Surgical ward. Boiler room. Here we are.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
There's no tool here. We'll have to go and find a tool elsewhere, I suppose. Okay. Tool. We need a tool. Maybe this woman knows where there's a tool.
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
I'll tend to it.
Nope, she didn't know. Woman.
I
Woman.
think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
I think you're rude, woman. Doesn't tell us where to find a tool, it's just saying there's a tool in this hospital. Right, it's saying there's something to find in here? Oh. No, it's like a green thing. Monkey wrench, okay. We can use that to... We can use that to turn the valve, surely. Okay. Yes, go on, woman. Yes.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Okay.
The last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Let's find them. There's nothing else in Fuller's office. My lord. Oh, here we go.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Eh?
I've unlocked something.
Oh.
Patient files. I was right.
Right, let's listen to it then. Okay, let's listen.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Find her, Andy.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Sarah Hawkins, she there?
Why is Ethan on medication?
Why on medication, Bradley?
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings.
Like this shoe?
In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Yes.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Basement we go. Oh, it opened. I was half expecting it to be locked. Oh, please don't say that Marie is going to end up in a weird dream as well. Down, down, down. This is where my guy escaped from, isn't it? Obviously, it's not going to be that easy. Hello, Dr. Fuller. Ugh.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Checked it. We're back on our little Eddie boy.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
Bookman.
Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Wrong, you're going to regret it. You're not a killer. It was Charles Hawkins.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
He was the crazy guy that was in the pub. Okay.
All right. All right. I might
Gonna-
need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
Why was going back to the Hawkins mansion? Okay. Oh, speeding. Well. Yeah, he was the crazy guy at the pub. I don't know how this is going to affect my destiny. Well, that's the end of chapter 8 then. So next time we'll move on to chapter 9 where we're back at the Riverside Institute yet again. So thank you ever so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed and I will see you next time for chapter 9. Goodbye.